I spent the whole day outside, parks, crowded streets, anywhere with sunlight and noise. But the longer I stayed around people, the more I felt it watching from below me, stretching thin and hungry beneath my feet. My shadow flickered when no one else's did. It followed just a little too slow. Sometimes too fast. People didn't notice. They never notice the small things until the small things start moving on their own. By sundown, I realized something terrifying. It didn't want to catch me. It wanted me to go home. And I didn't know if I could stop myself. The moment the sky dimmed, my steps turned instinctive. Mechanical, like my legs were being puppeted by something that lived beneath them. I walked home without choosing to. Every streetlight buzzed out as I passed. By the time I reached my building, the sun was gone. The door stood slightly open, not forced, not broken. Just politely waiting, like a mouth parted before a whisper. My phone buzzed. Don't lock the door. My hands were trembling so hard I nearly dropped the phone. What do you want from me? I whispered. The reply came instantly. Your shape. Your place. Your silence. Something moved inside my apartment, barely audible, like a leg dragging or a hand learning what floors were made of. Then a long, slow breath. Not mine. Not human. I should have run, screamed, asked for help. Instead, I stepped inside. The apartment was dark, too dark, as if the shadows had gathered on purpose. Only one faint shape stood in the center of the room. My shape, my outline, my shadow, standing upright. It tilted its head, my head, but the motion bent the silhouette in ways no spine could follow. A voice rose from the darkness, thick and heavy. You left me in. Now I leave with you. My shadow stepped forward, then another step, then another, and with every step it took, I felt myself fading. My breath thinned, my heartbeat slowed, my limbs felt like ink dissolving in water. It reached out, a long, perfect copy of my arm. A hand shaped like mine. A touch as cold as a dead floor. When its fingers pressed into my chest, I didn't feel pain. I felt replacement. The last thing I saw was my shadow slipping into my body like a man putting on a coat. The last thing I heard was its whisper. You walk quiet now. The lights flickered, came back on, and there I was, standing, breathing, smiling with a mouth that didn't feel like mine. The thing that had worn my shadow turned toward the door, stretching my limbs as if testing them. It didn't look back at the empty shape on the floor, the hollow outline where I used to be. It only said one thing before leaving with my voice. I'm going for a walk. The door closed, and the shadow that once belonged to me followed it like a loyal dog that had finally found its master.